Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic for SVG, that is process to draw different types of line. Okay, so in this session, we will talk how we can draw different kind of lines like a diagonal line, horizontal line, vertical line as per the requirement. Okay, prior to this session, we have already discussed many other shapes like circle, rectangle, ellipse, right? So this session is in the continuation of the same, where we will talk about the lines, like how we can draw the lines on a SVG, Scalable Vector Graphic. But before we start the discussion, I would like to remind you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being, we are just focusing mainly on the types of line. But prior to that, you should know what is SVG, what all other shapes we can draw on SVG, what all things are there that you should know as compared to canvas, because canvas is also a correlated topic. It is not directly related, but yeah, both are used for drawing the graphics on a screen or on a web page. So that's why it's better to know a bit about canvas, so that if you learn the things comparatively, then it would be very easy for you to understand the things. So that's why I'm recommending you to please refer the sessions in sequential manner. And now what we will do, we will learn about the lines, types of line in SVG. So let's start. So for that, you can see the code is straightforward. We have just noted down one title in the head section, and there is one heading which is HTML by Tech Sharmit. Now you can save it and refresh the browser. So once you refresh it, you will see that HTML by Tech Sharmit is printed here. Fine. Now what we will do, here we will put another heading. So I'll put like this, H2 heading 2, and here I will write process to draw types, or we can simply write here types of line in SVG, types of lines in SVG. That's it. Save it and refresh it. So now you can see types of lines in SVG is printed on a screen. Now after this, what we will do, we will create one SVG. So to create, now what is SVG? You can relate it with a kind of paper where we will draw something. Okay, so I will write here SVG Scalable Vector Graphic, and here we are supposed to set its height and width and all. So let's set width first. So I will keep the width as 1000. Then I'll set the height. Height would be 600. It is up to you, like how you want to set it, but for the demo purpose, I'm using this 1000 and 600 ratio. So if you save it, you will see that there is no impact on browser. Why? Because we have not specified yet the style. So style border 5px solid black. Save it and refresh it. So now you can see one SVG has been added on the screen. Now after this SVG, what we will do here, we will simply add the lines. I'll tell you how to draw the lines, because if you have learned the series of canvas, so you know that in case of canvas we were using the JavaScript, but here in this session there is no need to include JavaScript. Instead of that, you can directly use the element to draw something on a screen. Okay, so let me put it here, line. Okay, line element we will use, and with this line element we can put all the information. So like there are four attributes that we are supposed to pass here. So here I will write them first, and then I'll explain you. The first value is x1, which I'm setting it as like first value I want to set like 0. Okay, so let's keep it 0 here, or then we can put y1. In case of y1, we will put it as 300. Then we will set x1 y1. Then we have x2. X2 would be 300. Y1 also we will keep it as 0. Sorry. y1 would be 0, x2 would be 300, and then we will set y2 which is 200. Now remember one thing, if you save it now and refresh it on a screen, you will see there is nothing on the screen. Why? Because we have not applied the stroke property. So for that we will write here style, then we will write here stroke color, we can use red. So let's save it. You can see now a thin red line is coming on the screen. But let's say if you want to increase the width of this line, so you can simply put here stroke hyphen width, and then we can put like this 5. Save it, refresh it. So now you can see 5 width stroke line has been inserted on a screen. So it's a diagonal line. So likewise you can set the coordinates and accordingly you can draw the line on a screen. If you want to change the color, you can change it. If you want to change the positions, you can change it. Now some of you might be thinking like what all values we have specified here. So let me explain you that. So basically we are providing 4 attribute for this demo, for this line. The first one is x1, which means the start of the line on the x-axis. Then we have y1, which is the start of the line on the y-axis. Then we have x2, which is end of the line on the x-axis, and then we have y2, end of the line on the y-axis. Okay, so these are the 4 attributes that we will use to draw a line on a screen. I would also suggest you to try by exploring the things. Let's say if you change it to 10 and refresh it, so you will see that it is shifted, right? So likewise you can try different changes here, so it will give you the clarity that how the things is working. But overall I have told you that x1 is the start of the line on x-axis, y1 is the start of the line on the y-axis, then we have x2 which is for end of the line on the x-axis, and then we have y2, end of the line on the y-axis. Clear? So this is how we can set the things in order to draw a diagonal line. Now let's say similar kind of line we want to draw, but on one horizontal line. So how we can do this? So to do this, you can simply include line again. Here we will set the parameter but in different way. So for x we will set the value as 0. For y1 we will set the value again as not 0. Here we will keep it as 10, not c1, it should be y1. Okay, y1 would be 10. Then we will set x2. Here in x2 we will put 250. Then we will set y2 would be 10. Okay, now you can apply style, then we will set stroke. Here we will set as blue. Now you can refresh it. So after a refresh, let me set stroke width as well. So stroke hyphen width colon 5. Alright, so let's save it and refresh it. Something is wrong here, maybe we put anything in the wrong bracket. Let me save it. Okay, it is not saved, I guess. So x1 we are using line. X1 is 0, y1 is 10, x2 is 250, did correct. Then we have y2 as 10, style is stroke. Not sure what is wrong here. Okay, let me do one thing. Okay, let me copy this from here. Oh, alright. So what was the mistake? I got it. You can see I'm trying to write the things inside a line element, which is not correct, right? So we have to take this out. That's the reason we were getting the error. So let's correct it. Alright, so now if you put it here, we are using the same code, okay, which we designed it. Now you can see one horizontal line has been added on the SVG, Scalable Vector Graphic. Clear? Similarly, if you want to make it as horizontal, so you can save it like this, and this time we will use, before that let me put the closing element for this and this. So this time we will make the line color as green, and we will also change the attribute because this time we want to make it as a vertical line. So 0 0 0 and 200. So this would be the attribute that which will help us to draw a vertical line. Save it and refresh it. I'm not sure if you can see this vertical line here. To make it more clear, let me change it to 10 and let's see if it is visible to you. Now you can see there is one dark line. Okay, in fact let's make it as 100 just for showing you. So it's a kind of vertical line. Okay, so this is how we can draw a vertical line on a SVG. So today we just discussed how to draw different types of line, where we discussed about the diagonal line, horizontal line, vertical line, right? And you can just explore more about these lines, like how we can set the coordinate, what all value we are passing, because overall I have told you that what all value we are supposed to pass in x1, y1. x1 is a starting x point, y1 is a starting y point, x2 is a ending x point, and y2 is a ending y point. So likewise you can try your values and just explore the things. So yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.